Are you tired of working inside a single, massive XML file for hours? Whether you're building a Blogger XML theme, designing a complex HTML layout, or creating an AMP-accelerated mobile pages project, how often do you lose track of a missing closing tag and watch your entire layout break? Well, not anymore. Our team built an internal tool to solve the exact headache, and we've officially released it to the public as open source, the Blogger Theme Dart package. Now you can write clean, modular, and reusable code in pure Dart across multiple files without ever worrying about missing closing tags again. Let's dive under the hood and look at how this package is built. To kick things off, we designed a component-based architecture, much like Flutter or React. Let's break down the core code. Here, component is an abstract class with a build method that returns an iterable of child components. Next is DOM component, which represents any DOM or XML element like div, p, or HTML. It accepts a tag, optional attributes like class, ID, or href, and optional children. If children are provided, build returns them, otherwise it defaults to an empty list. However, there's a catch in Dart. By default, Dart uses referential equality for objects. Two separate list or map instances with identical contents will evaluate as not equal. For proper value comparison, tree diffing, and caching, we import package, collection. By overriding operator equals equals and hashCode using map equality and iterable equality, two distinct DOM component instances with the same tag, attributes, and children are now treated as truly equal by Dart. Alongside DOM elements, we need a way to render plain text nodes inside our XML tree. Enter the text component. The text component holds string value and an escape Boolean flag defaulting to true. Since a text node cannot contain child components, its build method simply returns an empty list. We also override operator equals equals and hashCode to guarantee value equality based on the text content and escape settings. Now, how do we transform this entire Dart object tree into a raw XML/HTML string? First, we have an escape XML utility function that safely converts special characters like and into valid HTML entities, while formatting non-ASCII Unicode characters into hex NCRs so XML parsers never crash. Here's our core rendering engine, the render class. The renderer recursively traverses the component tree. If it encounters a text component, it checks whether to escape the text and writes it out. If it's a DOM component, it opens the tag, writes out all attributes, and evaluates build. If there are no children, it automatically creates a self-closing tag. If children exist, it renders each child and closes with that closing tag. The beauty of this design is how cleanly we can construct semantic HTML helper classes. Look at how readable and expressive that is. Now, what about void elements, say self-closing tags like link, image, and BR that must never contain children? By overriding build to always return an empty list, our renderer instantly identifies it as a void element and produces valid self-closing tag. And that is how the Blogger theme package works under the hood. You can now harness the full power of Dart to build modular, maintainable Blogger themes, HTML templates, and AMP pages across multiple files with complete type safety. The package is completely open source on pub.dev. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.